We will start with the weekly chart, then we'll go to the daily, and then we will go to the 4-hour chart. If you look to the right side, you can see current price for Tesla sitting at 272.38. If I scroll down, interesting to see that TradingView is saying that this is a sell. Let me know in the comments if you agree with TradingView or not. And the analysts are saying this is a buy. On the weekly chart, price is following this channel currently, and if we look at the bottom of the channel, this will be around 200, 190, somewhere around this purple line, which is the 100 moving average, currently sitting at 182. But the important thing to note for Tesla is, look at this. This is actually a bull flag that is forming. We saw a huge pump and now we are in this range, so a bull flag is forming. On the weekly chart, we can also see that this area, roughly 260, is a very important area for the price, because look at this resistance here, again resistance converted to support, now again coming down to find support in this region. So we have to keep an eye on this price level of roughly $260. If 260 does not hold, then we have the 50 moving average in green color over here, roughly 240 area. So yeah, keep an eye on this. Maybe 260 will get tested and then we might see a bounce towards 280, 290. So we have to keep an eye on this. Moving on to the daily chart for Tesla stock. Again, last few days we can see some rejection, but again near the 260 level we can see the 200 moving average over here, also currently sitting at 256. So this area is interesting for Tesla stock. RSI sitting at 41, no bullish or bearish divergence found. So yeah, 41 means there is some scope of going down further. If we look into the history, 35 or below is the area this stock likes to go. So yeah, possible that we might see 260 and by that time RSI might reach that range. Now quickly moving on to the 4-hour chart. So we can see all the moving averages collected here and price is struggling over here, getting rejected from here. On the 4-hour chart, we can see price is making a lower low, but the RSI is making a bit of a higher low. So this is actually a bullish divergence forming on Tesla stock currently, but we are not at some significant support level. Bullish divergence will have more value if we are at some significant support area. So maybe 260 or this area. There is small support because of this, but not very strong. If price decides to pump from here, next range can be 280, 285 can be the take profit. Now let's go over to the Apple stock. On the weekly chart, we can see this trend line getting rejected from here, and we have seen 2 weeks of good correction on the Apple stock. Weekly RSI sitting at 49.6, but once again for Apple stock, $150 is an interesting area. So we might see that the third week we might come down and test $150. You can see in the past we had support in this area, before this was a resistance. So key number $150 for Apple stock. If it does not hold at 150, then we have this green moving average at around $140. This can be an interesting area, just like what happened in the past. Even during the COVID lockdown, we saw the green line being a very good support. So keep an eye on these numbers, $150 to $150 for Apple stock on the weekly. Moving over to the daily chart for Apple stock. Again, we can see around the moving averages it has started to struggle, but once again 150 to 145. This 145 is the 200 moving average, so this area can be of real interest on the daily, and the RSI is currently sitting at 38.1, so little bit scope available. As you can see, price likes to go below 35, so there is some chance that we might see $150 on the Apple stock. Quickly moving over to the 4-hour chart. Price is approaching the 200 moving average at 155 on the 4-hour chart. Generally 200 moving averages are taken as strong supports. Also we can see RSI has gone 25 on the 4-hour chart. So in the short term, there is a possibility we might see a bounce from this 155 moving average, and the first target can be the green line sitting at 160 currently. If not, then of course $150 we have on the downside as good support. NIO on the weekly chart is trying to follow this downwards trend line. As if I zoom in, you can see that we are almost at the downward channel and the 200 moving average is also here. So very important time for NIO on the weekly. Also the volume profile telling us that $19 to $20 is actually a high volume area. If below this is $13 to $14, which is a good volume area sitting over here. So we cannot ignore the possibility that price might go down to test this area again. On the daily chart, we can see price is actually trying to follow this small downwards channel over here. So we have to keep an eye on this. There is a possibility of going towards $17 for NIO stock. Moving over to the 4-hour chart for NIO, today priced open with a gap towards the downside, so probably trying to test $17 $18 roughly this area. As you can see, 4-hour RSI is also sitting at 39.4, so there is scope in the RSI to go a little bit below. Earnings also going to get reported soon. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see me analyze any other stock, index or commodity, and if you're actively trading into the markets, please don't forget proper risk management, take profit, stop loss. Good luck trading. Thank you.